F1 Sports Chat. I'm Vern.
I'm Ryan. This is our F1 2025 British Grand Prix review at Silverstone.
And what a crack it was, Ryan.
Oh, hell yeah, it was.
Best Grand Prix of the season? No?
Yes.
For me, it was the most exciting Grand Prix of the season. But it was exciting. Well, let's get first into the qualifying before we go into the race. Qualifying was on Saturday. Those were the results. You want to go through them quickly, Ryan?
Yeah, Verstappen got pole on, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Then Oscar, then Lando, then George, then Lewis, and then Charles.
Charles there, yeah. Those were actually the qualifying. In practice, Lewis was doing really well. I was really hoping... And Leclerc. I was really hoping that the Ferraris would get further up. But
It's typical Ferrari. It's typical.
Typical?
It's typical Ferrari with their ball.
You got to tell me why it's typical, right?
If you don't know Formula 1, it's just basically that Ferrari F's it up every time.
Okay. But that was qualifying. Qualifying, I heard in the race, Max put a lot of downforce on his car.
He did.
And it came to bite him.
It came to bite him.
It came to bite him in the race.
Big time.
Because you got to come a bit closer in here, right? Yeah. Because this was actually the star of the show for me.
Oh, hell yeah.
It rained in Silverstone. Typical British weather.
Yeah. And it was also unpredictable.
Very
One time it was absolutely raining down.
The sun came out.
And then came the sun, and then rained again. And then the sun came again.
And it came down really hard at one stage.
That was like Brazil.
Sorry for that one. Sorry about that one.
That was like Brazil.
Then the race. Let's get into the results first, and then we can talk a bit about the race. You guys think we got Hulkenberg at the man? He was driver of the day because of old Nico.
He finally did it.
He got podium. Absolutely. Lando won the race. Oscar came in second. Nico.
Who gives a shit about that? The only thing that matters now is Hulkenberg got the podium
after 239 races. Ryan's off. 230. Settle down, Beavis.
No, do you know why? What's he celebrating?
Oh man, that's fantastic.
Hot treat! Hot treat!
Yes.
Hot treat!
Sauber got their podium. It was their first
and
podium.
And it's a Swiss team as well.
Swiss team as well since 2012.
No, it's since 2013.
13?
No, 12 with Kumoi Kobayashi in Suzuka.
Okay, thanks Ryan for that one. Mr. Lexicon. But Hulkenberg got third place.
You the Formula 1 nerd.
Yes. Let's go back in there. We got some good results. Lewis came in fourth.
Yes,
had a good drive.
I was like, no, Lewis, for the one time I don't want Ferrari to win.
Yeah, I also wanted Nico to get that pole. Then we had Max Verstappen in fifth.
Yeah.
Pierre Gasly in sixth. Lance Stroll in seventh.
Mm-hmm.
Alexander Albon in eighth. Ninth was Fernando Alonso. And 10th, George Russell. But let's get into it. Nico started at position 19.
Second last. Came back to get the podium. I was super happy. I was like, stoked. Is this actually happening?
Yeah, that was amazing. Listening at this race was super interesting. The rain, like we said, came down.
Yeah.
Max started off at pole.
Yeah.
Took the first laps very nicely.
Oscar dominating.
Oscar dominating there, slatted into second. It was a little Lando and Lewis had a little bit of battle at the beginning. But hey, listen, a lot of cars spun out.
Almost all the rookies.
Or, Big Vic was going off his rocket. Rookies are crap.
Oh my goodness, he's going off his rocket as usual.
But Colapinto didn't even start the race.
No.
Liam Lawson fell out. Gabriel Bolletto, Isaac Hodger, Kimi Antonelli fell out.
And last was Yuki Tsunoda.
That Red Bull spot is cursed.
It needs an exorcism.
It
needs an exorcism.
It does need an exorcism. You're right about that one.
Get the Pope and exorcise that shit.
Then, Charles Leclerc had a terrible... But Charles Leclerc gambled at the beginning. He went straight onto the slicks in the formation lap.
Typical Ferrari.
Went in there to get... same as George Russell. They went in quickly to get the slick tires because was drying out. It was a bad decision. It was a bad decision.
Like, oh, here we go again. Ferrari F up as usual.
Yes, it was a bad decision, but Lewis didn't go in, so that was good. Mm-hmm. Lot of spin outs. Max spinning twice. A lot of people. Charles Leclerc went off the track.
No, Verstappen spun right at the end of the safety car.
Unbelievable. There were so many people going off the track. There was great overtakes.
Yeah.
What's it called? I forgot now what it's called. DNF? Not the DNF.
DNS.
Yes, the overtaking help there was cancelled.
Oh, the DRS.
DRS. Oh, my brain's gone. The DRS was cancelled a lot because of the conditions.
Yeah.
But still, there was a lot of overtaking. Fantastic stuff. It was an exciting race. It was the most exciting race in the season so far. Thanks to the rain. Otherwise, I don't know how it would have ended that one.
Same as Australia, but better.
Yeah. We got to talk about Aston Martin doing really well. Both drivers there. Yeah. Anything. Alexander Ocon for Williams. Albon getting some points there. Pierre Gasly absolutely drove fantastically in the Alpine.
In that shit Alpine.
In the shit Alpine. Max, of course, had a terrible day, especially with his settings. And he had lots of little tantrums there.
Massive tantrum he had.
But we got to get to the little thing that happened there, the penalty for
corruption.
I thought that wasn't a freaking joke.
That is a joke. I'm sorry. How is it? I'm not going to say.
I was just going to look if I've got a defibrillator around here somewhere.
Oh, maybe we got Mohammed bin Salman trying to beat us up or something.
No, I thought it was a bit British biased.
It was. I'm sorry.
I
don't want to say if it is, but sorry. This is the most deliberate British bias thing I've seen in a long time.
I thought it was an absolute joke.
It's an absolute
Even the
joke.
Commentators on the team, even old David Coulthard.
And they're British. They're British for God's sake.
David Coulthard said,
it's a joke.
It's a joke. He thought...
Harsh.
It was very harsh. Maybe a 3-second penalty.
Maybe 3 to 5, but...
10. I don't even think a 5.
That is just corruption.
I thought that was
corruption.
Done. Are you okay there?
Bullshit, FIA. Bullshit.
Can we continue?
No.
No.
Yes, of course we can.
We can. So that was, I thought that was absolute crap. Just to tell you how that happened. Not that you think we're ranting on for nothing.
No, we're not.
It was safety car. Oscar Piastri was in the lead. He was in the middle of the track.
Yes.
Huh? And it was Max and Lando on the sides. Yeah. Oscar said he had to brake because of the safety car.
Yes, because the lights went out of the safety car.
So he braked.
He broke. And then Verstappen overtook him by an accident, which I can't...
He broke. Yeah. The weather was bad. It was raining.
Maybe it was because of that.
Max went past.
Yes.
Max slowed down, let Oscar back in.
And then he spun.
That came later. Then Max complained.
As usual.
What the F is Oscar doing?
Yes.
Then they went around the next corner. The safety car went off.
Yes.
And Max spun. That's his own fault. That
is his own fault.
That was his own fault.
That's when I thought, okay, he's probably going to get a penalty.
Yeah. So he got that penalty.
He
was very upset.
I've never seen Oscar this upset ever.
After the interviews, which was really fun to watch.
He was like that Jose Mourinho meme who says, I prefer not to speak. If I speak, I'm in big trouble.
Exactly. That's exactly what Oscar said.
That's basically what he said.
Basically what he said twice, because he said he's not going to speak at the beginning of the interview, and then at the end of the interview, old Jenison Button said, we have to get to it, and he says, I'm not going to speak, and he walked off.
Yes.
So I thought that was pretty cool. Listen here. This is now going to get super interesting, because we're going to go to the drivers quickly. The drivers' standings at the moment.
We got a title fight, ladies.
We got a title fight on our hands here, ladies and gentlemen. It is Oscar there with 234 points. It is so small I can't hardly read. And Lando with 226. So that is a 8-point difference.
Yeah.
Huh? And the rest we don't really have to talk about, because they are far away.
Far away. But look at Hulkenberg.
Yeah, he's coming. But I'll tell you something now.
Look at the constructors.
Wait a second before we get to the constructors. This is still going to be... This is going to blow up. I'll tell you something now. They're still nice. Lando and Oscar is going to blow up.
It's either going to happen in Spa or maybe... I don't know, maybe like...
It's going to happen.
Before
the end of the season,
it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
You know why? Because it always has.
Because this is Hamilton, Rosberg all over again. This is Senna, Prost. This is Hamilton, Alonso.
Hakkinen, Coulthard. It's all happening. It's
all over again. All over again.
It's always happened. It always will be tuned. For that one...
I mean, we hope so.
So I just want to put up the race, the winners, before we get into the construction. Man, it was Lando, Oscar, and of course, Nico. There he is, right? Get the hell out of here. There we go. Those were the race winners. Fantastic stuff. And let's get into the constructors here quickly.
What?
McLaren is way out there in the lead.
Look at Wait
up. McLaren way out in the lead. That's done. We can give it to them already. It's interesting there for the second spot there. Ferrari with 222. Good result from Lewis there to help them. Bad result from Mercedes.
They only got 1 point.
1 point for the Mercedes. Red Bull, Williams, and Sauber. Normally the whipping boys.
How?
In fifth.
Look, they could maybe even catch Williams.
Could. Let's get the constructors out of the way there. Mercedes was a really bad day today.
Oh, Toto was crying in his grave.
Yeah, well, he's not dead yet, so he can't cry in his grave, right? I mean, he's just crying.
Yes.
But it was a bad decision for them to change the tires at the beginning.
Yeah.
Straight in the formation lap. That was really bad.
Did you see them play with the green screen?
Don't have a green print if you've got a green screen at the back. So that was the constructors. We do have the summer break coming up now.
Yes.
3 weeks, I think, eh?
Yes, and you know what the next one is?
Spa.
We got Spa, the best
track ever. The most fun track to drive.
No question. Whoever says Silverstone is British biased.
Yeah. No, Spa is by far the most beautiful track to drive. Fun with
one of the best.
With all those nice corners.
Eau Rouge, Radillon, Pouon.
That is amazing. Can't wait for that.
I can't wait to do that lap. I can't wait. That's probably going to be like 10 minutes long.
It's going to be iconic, man. Iconic. Guys, that's our little wrap up. Don't forget to hit the comments there and tell us what you think about it.
And give us some feedback if we are
crazy.
Maybe a bit too...
But we have to make a bit of a space here. Let's get out of the screen. Let's give it to Nico Hulkenberg. We're not worthy after 239 Grand Prix. But he's not Swiss, he's German, but the team is...
I don't care.
The team is Swiss.
We saw by the podium celebrations there was a Swiss flag.
Yes, there was a Swiss flag getting raised. But hey, congratulations to Nico.
Yes. And leave a like, subscribe, put the notifications on. We're trying to hit 100,000 subs by the end of the year. Do it. And shout out to Uncle Roy and Uncle Brian. Hope you stay safe, stay healthy, and be respectful. Always respectful. Very important. What?
He said it. That's it. So everybody out there, hey, guys, take care. Join us then of the week before the Spa Grand Prix. We'll have a little preview. It is the Belgian Grand Prix. Everybody out there, take care. Bye, Nico. Well done.
Hulkenberg.